Hi everyone. A few of the lads there were asking how to use the GA-FC foot controller with the Katana. So I'm just going to go through that very briefly here. So basically what you have is you've got a mirrored image of the panel on the Katana here. So you've got channel 1, 2, 3, 4 and panel. Panel represents the actual physical position of the buttons at any moment in time. And then you have an effects button, which I'll get to in a sec. So if you, for example, I have it set up there, the first channel, just to clean with reverb. So it just sounds like this. Now if I hit the effects button, it will tell me what effect I have on that channel. So as you can see there, reverb, there it is. So I can knock that reverb off. There you go. So then go back to my patch again. If I want to turn the reverb back on, I have to hit effects, hit reverb on. Now I have other effects set up on that patch as well. I think I have a chorus here. Can't remember what's here. I think it might be a phaser or something. No, sorry, delay. And then tap tempo for delay. Works very well, as you can hear. So then, so they're all just on that one patch or channel, as they call it, on the amp, and obviously that represents the panel, which I can't show you here on the Katana itself. So on the second patch or channel, I have set up. I'll have a look now. You can see I have a chorus there and a delay on. So it's just for convenience. I can just hit that one button, and it brings up that sort of sound like. That's it. The third patch I just have sent up with sort of a simple crunch kind of tone, AC/DC type thing. But again, I can add a myriad of effects to that if I want. I have reverb on there. You can hear that there. I'll take the reverb off. And that's just the crunch on the amp, by the way. There's no pedals being used, although I am using the Carl Martin compressor. It's no reflection on the Katana. I use that on every amp. It's the way I play. It helps kind of balance out between the pick and the fingers, the dynamics, you know. So that's all that is. So distortion-wise, all I use is the crunch, by the way. But the other channels are very good as well. They're higher gain. I don't find I need it, actually, to be honest, and I'll show you now why. So that's the crunch there. So now I have a volume pedal here, by the way. So on that crunch, then I can add in delay. Once again, you can see the light is lit there on the GA-FC to indicate I'm in the effects section. So that's the delay there. I can hit on my reverb, and I can hit on a boost that I've set up as well. Again, you can set up this any which way you like, but this is just a kind of that's what I was saying. You don't really need that much gain because it's a crunch channel, and I have I think it's an SD1 or something, a virtual SD1 set up in front of the crunch channel. So there you go, loads of gain, works perfect. And again, in the effects section, you can see what effect I'm using at that moment in time. I go back to the channel, it goes back to whatever you had set it at, which is just basic crunch. And just to note as well, you know, like this is not a vintage tumble or a boogie or anything like that. It's just, it does work for gigs. It gives you every sound you need, and it has loads of volume, ridiculous amounts of volume. So it's perfect, you know. The speaker takes a bit of time to break in, so bear that in mind when you get it at first if you're a little bit disappointed. But I'll just show you how it works as an amp, actually, which... If I roll off the volumes here... Like, you can even hear the high end coming back in to the sound, you know. It's great. It feels great. Plays great. Sounds great. Alright, so then the 4-patch finally I have set up is kind of just a lead channel. Again, for convenience, it just brings in a bit more, a kind of a boost function and a bit of, what is it? What have we got on it? Delay and reverb stuff like that. So that's basically it. Any questions, pop them down below, and hope that helps somebody a little bit. See you all the best.